Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon, not here with Geeky Sparkles in this video, but we have some dismal Disney news for you. Disney and Pixar totally got shut out of the Annie Awards top category for the first time since 1992. That's right, a Disney or Pixar movie has not been nominated for Best Animated Feature for the first time since 1992. So this speaks to just how badly Disney is failing, because animation is their wheelhouse. It's their bread and butter. It has been historically their home turf. Like, they would acquire companies like Star Wars and Marvel, but really it was about princess movies and Toy Story movies, and they were very, very good at it for a very long time. And now they're getting their asses kicked by literally everybody else, even Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I mean, come the frick on. Like, this is it, man. Disney is done in animation. They're getting their butts handed to them. Their box office receipts are terrible. Their top animators are going elsewhere, and they're taking their projects with them. They're taking their creativity with them, and we're left with crap like Wish and Lightyear and Strange World as a result. Meanwhile, other companies are putting out, Super Mario Brothers and Spider-Verse and even Nimona, which is so weird because Nimona, which is based on the graphic novel by the person who was the showrunner of the She-Ra Netflix reboot, whatever. But that was actually picked up by Disney and Fox at one point. And they let it go. And it went to Netflix. Now it's getting all kinds of nominations and it's getting all kinds of watch time. And that's something they could have had, and they let it go. Let it go. They let it go. So we're going to talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. No woohoos today. Sorry. Go out to shopclownfish.com. Pick up a copy of Crimson Wren Volume 1 and previously on Clownfish TV. These books are in stock, in hand, ready to ship. Geeky's been shipping them out all week. And thank you so much for the support. We do talk about how dismal Disney is and some of these stories and previously on Clownfish TV. But yeah, they're broken. Disney's just completely broken. Lots of news outlets covering this. It is a big deal. People might be like, what's a big deal? They get nominated for an award. I'm like, for the first time since 1992, there is no Disney movie in the top category for the animation awards. And they had several movies out this year, but none of them were good enough to compete with, freaking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Are you kidding me? Like, come on. This comes from Screen Crush. Entertainment Weekly had it. They said the Annie Awards, the animation world's top prize, introduced its Best Animated Feature Award in 1992. And in the 30-plus years since, there has always been at least one animated movie from either Pixar or Disney nominated for that Best Animated Feature prize. Not anymore. In many years, there were multiple Disney Pixar nominees in the category until 2024. For the first time in the awards history, neither Disney nor Pixar have a nominee for Best Animated Feature at the Annie Awards. That's despite the companies releasing several contenders last year, including Wish and Elemental. Now, Elemental did better than, and we're going to talk about some of the box office bombs, the notable box office bombs with Disney, and they did do better in the long run when they went overseas. I guess Korea and China, Elemental did better than it did over here, but it still lost money. As I understand it, it still lost money. Strange World lost a ridiculous amount of money, at least $100 million. I'm hearing closer to $200 million when you factor marketing. I guess they marketed that movie. But here are the nominees for the Best Animated Feature Film: Nimona, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Suzume, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. That's surprising. I haven't seen that one yet. I gotta tell you, I'm morbidly curious because I do like the animation style. I mean, I think they did April dirty. I think they did Splinter dirty, but I like that claymation look for what it is. But I didn't know that it would get a nomination for an Annie Award. God, The Boy and the Heron, which I think is going to get it. I think that's pretty much a given. But yeah, Disney's Beauty and the Beast was the very first winner of the Annie's Best Animated Feature Award. The fact that at least one Disney or Pixar film was nominated every single year from then until now speaks to the company's impressive track record and creative consistency. Unfortunately, Unfortunately, it also speaks to how rough a 2023 Disney had. Elemental did eventually turn into a modest hit for Pixar, but it also got extremely mixed reviews. It was the first Pixar movie that, let's see, the author here on Screen Crush gave a negative review to. Elemental didn't wind up on the list of the 2023's worst films. Wish did, though. Wish wound up on Screen Crush's list for worst movie of 2023. It's also like the worst reviewed Disney animated movie in forever. Like, I think it's worse than Home on the Range or something. It's crazy. But look, they've had flop after flop, and they've had so many people leave Disney. I mean, it's like Don Bluth times 10. Like, they pushed John Lasseter out, which was a huge mistake, in my opinion. I didn't have to work with the guy, obviously. You know, he wasn't hugging me or grabbing my ass or whatever. But, you know, they pushed him out, I thought, for very nebulous reasons. And he went over to Skydance, and he took a bunch of Disney people with him. There's like a massive brain drain at Disney. Everybody's jumping ship. They're going elsewhere. You know, their top animators, their top directors, a lot of them went with John Lasseter. They went over to Netflix. I know Glenn Keane, who's like a Disney animator's Disney animator. He went over to Netflix. And he's doing movies over there. You know, it's sad. It's this company is not Disney. It's wearing the Disney brand like a skin suit. It's not Disney anymore. It's just some corporation that just gobbles up IP. And there's nothing that separates this company from any other entertainment company out there, except for maybe sheer fucking incompetence. You know, time and time again, they've got freaking lightning in a bottle, and they just like pop the cork and let it out. Where'd our lightning go? I don't know. Like, I've never seen a company step on the rake as many times as Disney has in the last 5 to 6 years, especially on every level. You know, but the one thing that you thought they would take care of was animation. Like, even if Marvel and Star Wars are failing, or Fox is failing, you would think that at least when it came to animation, when it came to their princess movies and their Pixar movies, that those would be of the utmost importance, and that they would take the utmost care in making sure that they had a fantastic animated movie, at least one or two every year. And they haven't done that. I mean, they had a couple in the last couple of years that were decent, but a lot of them got punted over to Disney Plus. They became streaming fodder. But look at these box office receipts. This is coming from the Direct. Disney suffers 3 box office flops in a row with their animated movies. They had Lightyear. That should have been Money in the Bank. How the hell do you screw up a Buzz Lightyear movie? Well, you fire John Lasseter, who helped create Buzz Lightyear, and then you make a movie that has nothing to do with Buzz Lightyear. Very easy. Like, this was such an easy one to get right. All you got to do is just give people the Buzz Lightyear they love, they know and love. You know, it's unfreaking believable how badly they messed this up. Give them Tim Allen as Buzz Lightyear, acting like Buzz Lightyear, and starring in a movie that Andy would have loved in the 1990s. That's all you got to do. It's pretty easy stuff. It really is easy stuff, but Disney can't even get the basics right. A $200 million budget. To hit profitability, they needed to hit $400 million. They made $226 million worldwide. Estimated profit, negative $173,571,580 US. Toy Story 1 through 4 they averaged $750,000 US at the box office. That was strike one. Strange World. Strike two. This is the big one. Strange World, a budget of $120 million. Profit goal, $360 million. Worldwide gross, $73 million. Estimated profit, negative $286 million. How do you fail that badly? Elemental still supposedly this is current. No. Okay, so they said Elemental, the current gross on this article on the Direct was $128 million, and it was negative $200 million. Apparently, it actually has hit profitability, but it took a long time to get there. And the dead weight from the other movies dragged it down. Just unbelievable. I mean, just unbelievable how much they failed. And Wish is another disaster. You know, like they haven't had a successful animated movie. And everybody's like, well, Spider-Man's Marvel. Yeah, Spider-Man was a Sony thing. You know, they've got the movie rights to Spider-Man. And even though the Spider-Verse movies are critically acclaimed and commercially they do very, very well, it's not a Disney thing. I mean, I'm sure they have to check in with Disney and make sure that they don't, completely. Well, actually, no. If I were Sony, I'd be like, yeah, let's not talk to Disney any more than we have to, because we're making better Spider-Man movies than they are. We're making better Spider-Man movies than they're making Marvel movies. We don't need their advice at all. I'm just saying. But that's where they're at, man. This is just crazy. Crazy. So the highest grossing animated features of 2023. Again, this is not critical, but just this is, in terms of money, because they're losing on every level. They're not making money. They're losing to Illumination and Disney, which is Universal, which is their theme park rival. So they're losing to them. And then, because Mario made over $1 billion. Mario made over $1 billion, $1.36 billion. And so they're getting their butts handed to them by their competitors, both in the theme parks and in TV. Peacock's doing pretty well, I guess, I think. And, now in animation too. And again, there's a commonality here. Like DreamWorks was actually started by a bunch of former Disney people, and Steven Spielberg too, I think was involved. It was Jeffrey Katzenberg. I'm trying to remember who all was involved. Steven Spielberg. And David Geffen, was it David Geffen? I don't know. But again, we had people from Disney going to DreamWorks and bringing the Disney style to DreamWorks. And I imagine, Illumination, probably the same thing, swapping people. In the theme parks, a lot of the people who built the Wizarding World and Universal, they came from Disney. Disney let a bunch of people go, and they went to Universal, and they made the Wizarding World, which makes Galaxy's Edge look absolutely pathetic. So they're just losing on every level. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse did $690 million. Elemental, $495 million. So I guess that one's profitable-ish. Now, here's what's interesting. A lot of Chinese animated movies making tons of money in China. Just in China, this one, Chang'an, I don't know, $241 million. Boonie Bears, $220 million. Beat the Paw Patrol movie. The Paw Patrol movie. I thought that one would have done better. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, $180 million for Paramount. Deep Sea is another Chinese animated movie, $136 million just in China. Detective Conan, $106 million just in Japan. And The Boy in the Harem, which is breaking all kinds of records even over here. So yeah, they're just getting their butts handed to them. But to not even get a nomination at the Annie Awards, which is something they've dominated this since 1992. And I think Beauty and the Beast won the first year. I think they said it was Beauty and the Beast, the very first year of the Annie Awards. Like, this is it. This is Disney's. This is a home game, and they lost. That's it. Disney, there's nothing left of Disney at this point. There's nothing left. All the people that made Disney great, they're gone. Some of them are long gone. They're no longer with us. And the people that they had that made modern Disney decent are also gone. Disney is gone. It's just over. It's just over. I'm going to wrap it up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, and we'll talk later.